Hey everybody, welcome back to the trail. My name's Flower and we're back on the Appalachian Trail for another section hike. This time I have a week. Today is Sunday, June 12th. I have until Saturday. And I just got dropped off at Highway 9 outside of Bennington, Vermont, and we're headed northbound. That is where I finished up my last section hike. So we're just continuing on. And I think we'll probably make it about 100 miles or close to it this week. So we'll see, but wow, it is so different out here this time than it was a month ago. Everything is completely green and it's super beautiful. Well, it's crazy, when I was out here just a month ago, all of these deciduous trees weren't even budding yet. And now look at it, fully leafed out. I'm always curious how places get their names, because this little stream is called Hell Hollow Brook. And I don't know, it doesn't look much like hell to me, but I'm sure there's a story there. No trip on the AT would be complete without seeing one of these guys. Check out this group of trees and their root system. The forest is starting to look a lot different up here as we approach the top of Glastonbury Mountain. So there's a fire tower on top of Glastonbury Mountain, and the view is 100% worth the climb.
And you said there's a water source?
All right, well, Glastonbury Mountain has quite a bit of folklore and legend and mystery surrounding it, apparently. I guess a whole bunch of people in the past have gone missing on this mountain. Hopefully not any AT hikers, but not that I've heard of. But back in the 40s, I think, or 50s, a whole bunch of people went missing. And I think even the Native Americans had some legends about something about stepping maybe on the wrong rocks and then you disappear. Something. So the mystery of this mountain's gone back for a really long time. And I am not superstitious by any means, but I'm also not going to dawdle. I think we're going to keep on going to our campsite. These are painted trilliums. I think they're one of the prettiest flowers in the forest. Okay, so we are on our last mile of the day. We are headed down the hill towards the campsites that are near the Kid Gore shelter. So Other than the fire tower on Glastonbury, it has just been green tunnel all day long. It's a very, very thick forest. but it's still beautiful. Think we might get a storm tonight. Good morning, everybody. Man, did it rain hard last night. I tried to set up my tent in a spot that it wouldn't, get too flooded with water running downhill or pooling up or anything, but it was kind of hopeless. Everything is just mud splattered and damp, but that's okay. It's not raining anymore. Yeah, the trail's kind of become a river today. I think I mentioned in a previous video about how people are always trying to make air fresheners and candles and things like that that smell like mountain springtime or forest pine or woodsy serenity, something like that. And don't get me wrong, they smell really nice, and I have candles like that at home that I really like, but it is nothing like actually being out here and smelling what the forest smells like. And it's not just because it rained recently. That does help, but it even smelled good yesterday. I think a lot of it is these ferns and some of the evergreens up here, but it is otherworldly, and those things that humans make do not hold a candle, pun intended, to what it actually smells like out here. So do yourselves a favor and get outside. Smell this stuff for real. Oh my goodness, I'm absolutely in heaven. This is like the 4th random pond that I've come across in like less than a mile. I love Vermont. Well, so much for that idea. I thought maybe if I sat in the middle of this road, I would get a breeze and I could eat my lunch away from the gnats, but I don't know if you can see them, but there's just hundreds. Well, remarkably, the bugs have not been as intense as I thought that they would be. And as long as you keep moving, they're really not bad at all. But it's just when you try to stop and have a break, then they're just really overwhelming. And I have bug spray on, so I'm not getting bit or anything, but wow, they're annoying. All right, we are about to head up Stratton Mountain, which is just under 4 miles of climbing. But at the road just now, I got trail magic. There was a guy named Bacon Wrap, and he was providing all sorts of trail magic. And I got an apple and a Gatorade and a cookie. I just reached my personal 1,400 mile mark. Look at these 2 trees. Totally different types, but they're best friends. Whew, that was a really long climb, but we made it to the top of Stratton. this fire tower has windows in it, which is kind of nice because it is really windy out. Trail is still a river. This is Stratton Pond, which is a lot more like a small lake rather than a pond in my opinion, but sure is beautiful. Change plans. I was gonna tent by Stratton Pond because you can't actually tent at the shelter, but there are tent sites nearby. But I think the trail to the tent site was actually closed, and it was a little bit confusing around there, but I ended up going another 1.9 miles, and now I am by the Winhall River, and there are some nice flat spots for camping here.